I'm Jonny Lieberman with MotorTrend, and I am standing between two examples of one of the most highly anticipated SUVs ever, the all-new Land Rover Defender. While the old one was agricultural, it was a mighty fine SUV. It was also an icon, and that means two things. People loved it, and the expectations for the new one are high. I'm here to tell you that the new Defender exceeds all expectations. It is a fantastic SUV. How good? So good that we named it our 2021 MotorTrend SUV of the Year, the highest honor we can bestow on a vehicle. Why? What's so good about it? That's what we're gonna find out. One of the pieces of criteria we use to figure out our SUV of the year is advancement in design. We're talking both exterior and interior. And the new Defender nails it. I mean, exterior-wise, okay. It's not a carbon copy, retro mod version of the old L316. I'll argue that good. Like, why be so tied to the past? You can be inspired by the past, but do something new. But I think what surprised all of us was how great looking the interior is. These exposed door cards, the magnesium crossmember that runs across the dash. It just looks and feels like a proper SUV. By climbing inside, you really do feel that. It is a really special design, but it's also functional. I mean, yes, wireless charging, lots of things have that now, but like, there are 15 places to plug stuff in. You have 7 people you can fit in the Defender. They can all charge everything. But then we're gonna talk about what I think is the most surprising part of the truck, and it's this rides about as well as any vehicle I've ever driven. And I've driven everything. And I always talk about, though, aside from our criteria, there's got to be an X factor, right? There's got to be another layer of desirability. You've got to want to own whatever we name an of the year winner, right? And I'm telling you, the Defender has it in spades. But to really prove my point, let's get off the road. I love going off-road, and then when you get to go off-road in something as capable as the new Defender, then, it's a treat. What makes this thing so capable? It's not the badge, it's the engineering behind the badge, but, to make any vehicle capable off-road, you need a lot of ground clearance, you need wheel articulation, you need great approach and departure angles, like we're demoing right here, Check that out. So the Defender comes preloaded with a bunch of different off-road modes, right? Gravel, mud and ruts, rock crawling. So there's 6 different off-road modes. Plus there's a configurable mode. You can choose all that. You can see it all here. Okay, here's the rocks. If I'm too far to the left, it'll just scrape the underbelly of the truck. But if I'm too far to the right, it'll split it and I might slip or lose traction. So I'm kind of got to aim to the left of this little round boulder, but I can see it right here. So I want to put this wheel on that boulder. Boom, cleared it, boom, no problem. So you can see that in conjunction with the rock crawl mode from the terrain response and the forward-facing cameras, super easy. Okay, let's climb some hills. Let me get my handy 4x4 monitor for you here, so we can see how severe this angle gets. So 18 degrees, we're going up, 22, there we go. Yeah, baby. Okay, now comes the best part of the day, driving through mud. It's deep too, there's a lot of water in this pit. Now, the Defender does have a wade mode where you can go through water, because this thing can drive through like 3 feet of water, and it has depth sensors that tell you how deep it is. However, that's a mud pit. I'm gonna leave it in mud and rut mode because I think I'm gonna need the added traction. Wish me luck, here we go. Torquey inline 6. Splash! SS Defender. I'm standing here with Sean Gorman, and the reason he's here is he helped develop this truck. He did a ton of the global testing. Tell me about the development of the Defender.
Defender's been developed all over the world. Actually, it's the most tested vehicle that Land Rover's ever tested. We have millions of miles simulated and actual. I've been lucky enough to be able to spend a lot of time and have a lot of seat time with the cars.
So we're here at the Land Rover Experience Center in Carmel, California, but I'm thinking that it's not quite as hardcore as the testing that you guys do.
On testing, we're trying to push the cars to the limits to see when they break or if they break. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, we'd like to break them so they don't break for consumers.
That's good. That's good. Now let me ask you this. So what I still can't really wrap my head around with the Defender is, it's great off-road, but it's also a luxury car. In fact, better than a lot of luxury cars on-road. And I always thought the two were mutually exclusive. You know, if you were gonna be able to climb up a rock, you had to ride like a dump truck. But this disproves that. And like, how? Like, how'd you do that?
Yeah, I think the company, it puts in a lot of investment, a lot of time, money, and effort into making sure the cars are better on-road and off-road at the same time without trying to compromise one direction or the other.
Right.
Simple things like the approach and departure angles.
Right.
We push the wheels out and we push them back. And by being able to do that, it allows the car better off-road stuff, but at the same standpoint gives it a really nice wide stance on-road, which makes it feel real stable.
Wheelbase.
Absolutely.
The shocking part to me is that we saw how good the Defender is on-road, and to have something with that ride quality that's then able to do stuff like this off-road, it's kind of a first. It's just shocking. This is just a shockingly capable SUV. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation of A Tale of Two Defenders. Going into this, I think everyone and their mother thought that the Defender would be crazy capable off-road because it's a Land Rover. That's what they do. And I think we showed just how capable it is. But what surprised me and really continues to shock me is how good these things are on-road. From its powerful engine to its perfectly paired transmission to its thoughtful, well laid out interior, the Land Rover Defender does it all. It's the complete package. And that's why we named it our 2021 MotorTrend SUV of the Year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.